Hi, my name is Mike Wilcox from Wilcox Wellness Fitness, and I'm here to talk to you about our peak performance system. It's really the key ingredient to ensure success in one of our training programs. The first step in our peak performance system is foam rolling. Foam rolling is really important to break up tight tissue caused by everyday life.
This exercise is called Thoracic Mobility, and essentially we're going to get flexion and extension of the spine. Your butt's going to stay on the floor, your feet are flat on the floor. She's going to slowly look behind her, extending the spine, and then slowly coming forward, tucking her chin, rounding the spine. This exercise is for your lats, which is a muscle that runs the outside of your back from your shoulder down your rib cage. So Scott's just turned himself to the side slightly, reaching out with his hand and slowly running down the outside of his back. This exercise is the figure 4, and we're trying to get into the glutes and the hips. So she's got one leg crossed over the other, putting some body weight in her foot, in her hand, and she's just rolling side to side. And she can also move her hips one way or the other to get different angles of the muscles.
This exercise is for your IT band, the outside part of your leg. And so we're going to cross the top leg over the top and put some body weight into this foot as well as the hand over here. She's just going to roll from her hip joint down towards her knee, staying on the outside of the leg. This exercise is for your quads. We're going to do 3 different angles. The first one is the very top part of your quad. You're trying to get from the hip all the way down towards the knee. The second one, we're going to move off to the side just a little bit. Same thing, you're going from hip to knee. And then the third way, we're going to turn our foam roller to get the inside part of the quad all the way down by the knee, which can be pretty tender, so just be careful. Do the best you can. But this exercise is for your calves, and we're going to get 3 different angles. And essentially, she's going to put some body weight into the foot that's off the roller, and that's going to gauge the pressure down onto the roller. So we'll start one angle with the toes straight up, then we'll come over and get the inside part of the calf, and then we're going to go to the other side and do the outside part of the calf, and you're trying to get from your knee down towards the ankle.
This is a chest opener, and the first thing you're going to do is turn your foam roller lengthwise, lay on it so that your head and lower back are supported by the roller. Then you're going to tilt your pelvis and just reach away from the center line of your body. You can stay here, or you can slowly roll from one side to the other.
The second part of our peak performance system is the Dynamic Warmup. This really sets the tone for your workout.
Here we're going to do 4 exercises just to get your heart rate going a little bit. Katie's going to be showing the modification. The first one is jumping jacks. After that, they're going to do pop squats or regular squats. Pogo Hops, we're warming up the feet a little bit, bouncing in different directions. And then a seal jacks, like a jumping jack, we're just going to open up the chest. Alternating forward lunge with a twist. You're going to step forward, make sure you have balance. You're going to tighten the glute of the back leg, extend out your arms, and slowly twist towards your front foot. Make sure you have great posture when you do this. Take your time. We are working on balance and rotation. Here we have the runner stretch. We're going to be in a plank position, really strong. And we're going to take one leg, wrap it around towards the outside of the hand. Take your time and make sure the leg that is behind is nice and long. And here's the modification. We're going to drop one knee to the floor and do the same thing. Here we have forward fold to flat back. So in the forward fold, you're really going to round your back and bend your knees as much as you need to get your chest almost on your thighs or all the way on your thighs. Then we'll slide the hands up to flatten the back, keep the chin tucked, and the legs go straight so we get a really good hamstring stretch. Single leg glute bridge. Most important part of this is the start. Where we have our lower back pressing hard into the floor. And then we're just going to lift our hips off, squeezing in the glutes, using the hamstring. And then on the way down, we're trying to set that lower back down before the butt hits. These are hip swings. We're first going to work on single leg stability, so take your time, make sure you feel strong in your position. Then we have fluid movement in the leg that's going forward and back. Once you feel confident in that, you can start kicking up a little bit higher and a little more aggressively.
The third part of our peak performance system are the corrective and cool down exercises. These usually take place after your workout.
We're going to start child's pose off from your hands and your knees. You're going to keep your hands out in front of you as you sit your hips back onto your heels slowly. If you need to, you can reach out farther in front. And essentially, we're trying to get our heels towards our butt. You can widen your knees, you can widen your feet, do what feels comfortable to you. But here, you're just really trying to relax, breathe, and cool down a little bit. The runner stretch, she's going to take one leg out. And she's going to hold this position, trying to dip into the hips, leading with her chest, keeping her chin tucked so she has great posture and a flat back. She's going to take 5 good long inhales and exhales. Do some of that. She's going to get a hip flexor stretch coming up. Again, make sure you have great posture. You're going to reach for the ceiling with your hands. These are lateral hip swings. So she's going to take her leg way out wide, When she comes through, she's going to turn her foot. Scott is doing the same thing, just without the balance of the wall. These are gorilla squats. We're working on hamstring flexibility. Hands are going to be under the toes. You're going to sink into a deep squat, and then you're going to raise your hips, tuck your head, and get a nice hamstring stretch. Modification is hands on the shins while grabbing your calves and doing the same movement. Sumo squat with a twist. We have a really wide stance, toes are pointed out. We're going to sink down into our squat as our body allows us, and then we're slowly going to rotate through the spine, reaching for the ceiling. Here we're working on calf and ankle mobility. Make sure that band is on the arch of your foot. You're going to bring your toes towards your body, and then you're really going to point your toes to the ceiling as far as your body allows you to.
It's a stretch for your glutes and your groin. Katie has a band wrapped around her foot on her left leg. She's taking over to the right side, stretching her glutes. She gets to the end, she's going to come through the center, over to the left side, stretching her groin.
It's a lying figure 4. We're going to take the left leg over the right. Katie's going to grab her right leg and pull it tight. Scott's going to do a little modification where he's going to push on his left knee, holding his right ankle in place. This stretch is for your glutes and your chest. We're going to take the legs off to the left side. We're going to take the right hand, bring it over to the left. And as we open back up, we're really trying to reach away from the body with an exhale. With each rep, we should be able to get a little bit more range.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Committing to the Peak Performance System as part of your training program at Wilcox Wellness and Fitness will ensure your success. Happy training.